UvaldeRadio.net. Happy Friday morning. It's Robert McGill here with you once again. So many things going on. It's Friday. The weekend is upon us. We can taste it. Of course, we got live Coyote football tonight from the Honey Bowl. And also, right there in beautiful downtown Uvalde, Broadway A30, as always, Friday night live, featuring the rising stars of Texas music every Friday on the patio from 7 to 10 p.m. Tonight's featured guests are the Posse out of Houston, Texas. And joining me on the phone right now from the Posse, it's Britt Ennis. Good morning, sir. How you doing, man?
Good morning. How are you doing? I'm
great, man. Thank you guys for first of all taking the time to talk to me, sharing your music, and getting ready to come all the way over here to Uvalde for a live show, man.
Yes, sir. It's been a while. We have played down there before, but it's been a while.
Okay, so now you are the front man for the Posse, right?
I am. We still have 3 original members, but up until a few years ago, I was also the drummer. So I was a co-lead scene drummer, and I had some health issues a few years ago, so I don't play drums no more. But I still have Kevin Lamar on lead guitar with me for 33 years. I still have Robbie Nallen with me on bass for 33 years. And we call it our honorary member, our steel player, David Winesapple, has been with us for 28 years. So, yeah.
Well, needless to say, you guys have been around the block a few times. You guys are seasoned veterans in the genre. Now, you mentioned you were the former drummer / singer. Now you're the full front man. So you spent a few years doing the Phil Collins bit, which I always love it when drummers can sing, man. But tell me, what was that transition like for those years behind the kit? Because you get kind of like that shelter, of just kind of being nestled back there with a little security. What was that like? Getting out there right up front and center whenever you became the main vocalist?
I've always been a big ham. I've been performing since I was 3 years old.
Gotcha, all right.
And when I was 8 years old, I was on the Bozo show. So it's nothing new to be up front, I just enjoyed playing drums, and, we were, which led a lot of open doors. We backed up Doug Supernaw for 10 years. We backed up Johnny Lee for 4 years. We backed up Kevin Sharp in the Texas, Louisiana area for about 2.5 years, So we just been doing a lot of road work and a lot of playing.
So obviously you guys have been around a long time. So you mentioned, again, we're talking to Britt Ennis. They're based out of Houston. They're called the Posse, and they're coming to Uvalde tonight. A big live show at Broadway A30. So it's going to be a pleasure seeing a seasoned act like yourselves here in Uvalde at Broadway A30. Now, let's go all the way back to the very beginning. Tell me how the Posse started way back in the day.
Well, we were two North Side bands out of North Houston, and we emerged because I've always been on the booking end, do the booking. So my band was still good, but not quite as good as the other guys were. But they didn't have any booking, so we just emerged. We dropped my original name and their original name, and we just formed the Posse, and we've been together for 33 years.
Wow, that is a long time to keep a group of guys together playing music, man. What is you said you're a ham, you've been doing it since you were a kid. Do you have any formal musical training? Were you just singing in church choir? Did you learn strum guitar with your dad? What is your specific musical influence and upbringing?
Well, my mother was a music teacher in school, and then she taught vocal lessons and piano lessons on the side. But I was just born with a gift. I just started off messing around, and then we started getting serious. And I've just been really fortunate and blessed just to be a big ham. I never get scared. I don't care if it's 200 people or 2,000 people. Our biggest show we ever did was 88,000 people.
Ooh.
A lot of people get nervous, and get jitters in their stomach, but to me, it's always the bigger the better. I'm like, bring it on, let's do it.
That's a fantastic attitude to have going into it. There's no wonder you've been doing it so long. So you're a kid, So let's go back to the very first band then. Were you like a teen? Were you, when did you get your first group together where you wanted to start doing, whether it was covers or originals, whatever?
6th grade.
Oh, very good.
6th grade, and then we actually started getting paid in 7th grade. So
that is fantastic.
And what's funny is back the drinking age back then was 18.
That's right.
It was not 21. So I'm a senior in high school at 17, and we're playing in, we're 17, 18, 16, and we're playing in clubs.
Yeah.
And nobody carded us. You come in with a PA, you come in with
Sure.
an amp and a drum kit. Nobody says, let's see your ID. They go, oh, there's a band. We come in the back door. So we were all 17 and 16 years old playing in clubs, that was 18 and up. So.
I bet you guys got some stories. Of course, you're older guys. Hopefully, you can remember them. But, man, well, obviously, you guys have done a lot. Now, you threw out a few names of artists that you've worked with and opened for. I know I saw your website, man, and, I mean, the credentials are a mile long. We'll get back into your story, but go and throw a few of those out there, a few more of those artists that you've opened for and whatnot.
Well, I mean, the ones I mentioned are the ones that we actually backed up.
Yeah.
Those are we backed up, but I've been really blessed and fortunate, especially in the great state of Texas. I've pretty much opened for about anybody you can, for a long time, you can name up. I mean, George Strait, Willie Nelson, Hank Williams Jr., Kevin Fowler. I mean, you pretty much 80% of the time, if you want to name one, yep, done it, yep, done it, yep, done it. So they were all really cool.
Well, it's a pretty cool story, man. Again, it's Britt from the Posse. They're based out of Houston, and they've been there and they've done that. Now, you're a new name to me, so this is kind of cool to catch up, with what you guys have been up to and, what you've done. So, apparently, there must have been a little break in there because now you're putting some music out to current Texas radio. Aside from the current single that we're going to talk about and play here in a minute, what is your experience as far as putting music out to specifically Texas radio?
We never stopped playing, gigging, playing. We never stopped
Right.
that. We was just for like a 10, 12-year period. We were doing 200 dates a year.
Yeah. Just
So
concentrating on the shows, not
we
necessarily putting the music out.
We just decided this year, we started at COVID, because we couldn't play like nobody else could, so we just started laying tracks down and just getting together and playing, and said, you know what, let's make a new CD, new album, and then for fun, and then we're like, you know what, we're ready to take it up a notch again. Let's just see, let's just throw it out there and let's see, let's see what happens. So that's what we're doing. We're not. Some people say, oh, it's your comeback. I'm more praising that. Hey, we're back, because we have took a radio break for music because we're professional musicians just gigging all the time. So.
Well, and the end result is a new single to Texas radio called Company I Keep. We're going to play that right now, and then, Britt, we're going to come back to you, and we're going to talk more all about the songs, get the details of the recording and the process of the new track, okay?
Yes, sir.
So everybody check this out. This is the Posse, based out of Houston. They're playing tonight, Broadway 830. Free show in the patio, 7 to 10 p.m. Enjoy some pizza, cold beers, like $4 pints all night tonight, and you might hear this song live. It's Company I Keep. This is the Posse on UValleyRadio.net.
I found the saddest songs I could find. I poured the last of last night's wine. Started out with Lefty in hand. Then I went down through the rain. John was down in Tennessee, counting his miseries. Vern was on his knees in a church, praying to God how he heard. Just as Babylon goes a we got every reason to be. We've been down some roads I wouldn't want you to see. 'Cause if I laugh and sing too loud, I'll cry myself to sleep. Baby, just a sad songs for the company I keep. Started feeling like a sissy when I broke out my Elvis Presley. I said, don't you cry, Daddy, but I did. Started with Merle and George and Lightning. It was the sight, really was frightening, 'cause I curled up in a corner like a scared kid. Just a babbling fools are we. We got every reason to be. We've been down some road I wouldn't want you to see. 'Cause if I laugh and sing too loud, I'll cry myself to sleep. Baby, just a sad song for the company I keep. 'Cause if I laugh and sing too loud and cry myself to sleep, baby, just a sad songs for the company I keep.
Radio.net. Happy Friday morning. Once again, it's Robert Miguel here with you. I'm here till noon and getting ready for the weekend. That was new music by the Posse. It's called Company I Keep, and we got the frontman of the Posse from Houston on the phone right now. It's Britt Ennis. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah.
The new song there?
Thank you.
Company I Keep. Go ahead and let's, we talked about the band. You know, you guys have a rich history. Been there, done that. You've done a lot in the music industry. This is the new song that you're putting out to Texas radio. Is this something you guys wrote? Did you get it from somebody else? And let's talk about the inspiration of it and then the recording process.
Well, we were, for 10 years, we're Doug Supernall's band. And I was his road manager and booking agent and band leader and everything. So there was a little controversy about writing and stuff and everything. So Doug pretty much wrote the lyrics to the song.
Oh, wow.
But he made it as a ballad. But we didn't like it as a ballad. We as in me mainly, and then the rest of the guys backed me up, said, no, we're in Texas. We need to make it an up-tempo two-step. We need to make it a two-step, pick it up, make it a two-step. So we did it live, for a long time, and then, we went in and laid the tracks down, and he originally was going to sing on it with us, and then, of course, he got sick and obviously passed away and was not able to do that. So we decided, you know what, we're going to put it out and just see what happens, because it was, for years, anybody live that saw us, saw him, we did it. And we do it every night. We've been doing it every night. And so we decided to make that our first single, and we're not going to be one and done this time, and we've got two more we're planning on releasing next year. So we're excited to get back, in the game and everything. I know it's a lot about more youth nowadays, up and coming stuff. But you know what? Us old guys are still out there, and we decided we're going to make and finish this album. We're going to release at least 3, maybe 4 songs, in a row, and just see what happens, and then sit back and look at it after that.
Well, let's talk about the other songs. You say you got more songs coming to radio. Give me an idea of your sound. What to expect when the next songs. You're going to slow it down on one. You have a variety of styles you're going to try to put back out there, or are they all just going to be kind of two-stepping barn burners? We're
really variety. We are not a strong ballad singing. In fact, there's one song on there that is a ballad song, and it's a breakup song, but it fits both male and female. So it's not a guy about a girl or a girl about a guy. It would fit anybody that went through a hard breakup or a bad divorce will relate to this song, and that's why we put that on there. But we're not a ballad. We're a high energy country band. We're two-stepping. We're southern rock, we're outlaw country, that's our forte. I mean, so good, solid dance Texas music, along with a little rocking. We got T-shirts that say Southern Country Rockers on them. So,
nice. Well, very good. Again, we're talking to Britt from the Posse. They're from Houston, and the new record. Let's talk about the record, man. So what's it called, and how can we get it?
It's called Company I Keep, the Posse. It's streaming everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Apple, Amazon. It's all over the place. So it's on all the streaming sites out there.
Now, is this an EP? Is it a full record? How many tracks are on this thing?
10.
Wow.
We have 8 100% down. The number 9 one, I just got to go in next week and finish laying the vocals down on that one, and then we're doing one more in October, so the whole thing will be wrapped up and done, and we are really planning on releasing 2 of those songs next year, back to back.
So here's a question for you, because obviously you guys have been in the industry for decades now. So you remember when it was back in the day when you put out, albums, and then, cassettes, later CDs. Streaming is relatively new for old timers like us, so
Yeah.
What was it like for a group of guys who've been in the industry for a long time to embrace this new digital age? Was it pretty easy, or were you a little hesitant?
We just took other people's advice. I always listen to people.
Mm-hmm.
I might not do what they tell me, but I always listen. And, and they say, everything has changed. We need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. So I'm very open-minded, and I listen to people, and so I'm kind of being guided a little bit. I've been hard-headed and stubborn in the past, but, I'm older and wiser now, so I listen to people. So there you go.
So, yeah, rolling with the changes, making adjustments as needed. So, tell me,
Right.
on this new album, Company I Keep, is there plans to put it out on CD or maybe even press some vinyl, or are we still in the infancy, the early stages, too soon to know that yet?
Well, we're going to do a little bit of everything because, most people nowadays don't have CD players.
Right, sure. Yeah.
But we do have some of our fans, because they're our age, that
Sure.
they still do.
Yeah.
So technically, we are going to have some like off the stage to do, but we're going to do it like everybody does all the stuff nowadays. So it's it's going to be the way everybody else puts them out. But yes, we will have a few CDs for our generation to have. But like I said, most people nowadays use CDs for a coaster. So
Right. Yeah, nowadays, like you said, they're for old timers that still have CD players, or maybe more like a collectible, like a keepsake, to have for your favorite band. But either way, man, I'm always down when somebody puts out a record. I think it's good stuff. Again, we got Britt on the phone. He's from the Posse, playing tonight here in Uvalde. Tell me, when was the last time you guys were in Uvalde, if ever you played here?
Oh, well, we played there several times. It's been about 15, 20 years.
Woo! All right.
And we played Uvalde probably 3 times in our career.
Do you remember specifically where you played?
I normally don't like to name drop. But even though you can't tell by this interview, I name dropped a few names. But I do not remember all the places. I remember one that we played at twice, but I don't remember the name of it. But it was Johnny Rodriguez Brothers Club. So
yeah, Johnny's from Sabinal, right down the street. So very good, man. Well, we're looking forward to having you guys back in Uvalde. Excited about the new music. I know we've got another track that we're going to play from you called "Long Gone," and you said that Doug's featured on that one as well.
He's on there with us. Yes.
Okay. Well, so before we get into that, let's talk about what's coming up next with the Posse. You got any shows you want to plug, talk about if anybody can't catch you here in Uvalde, maybe they want to make a road trip, see you guys in Houston or the surrounding areas. Any special shows you guys want to talk about that you're looking forward to?
Well, we have a website and then Facebook website. We do weekly, monthly, 2 months at a time. Whereas Facebook, we normally only post a week at a time. So the website is www.theposseband.com. Facebook page is the Posse Band TX Hall of Fame. Because in 2017 we won the in the CMA Music Awards, we won the Band of the Year, and then also got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Very, very good. All right, man. We're going to play this other song, and then we're going to come back and quickly wrap up with you, man. So I appreciate you hanging tight with me this morning. Again, we got Britt Ennis. He's from the Posse, playing tonight here in Uvalde at Broadway 830, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde. Free show in the patio, 7 to 10 p.m. We're expecting the weather to be a little bit cooler than it has been throughout this crazy summer. $4 pints and some great food out there, so do not miss the show. This one is called Long Gone, featuring Doug Supernaw, and we're going to come back and wrap it up with Britt right after this. This is UvaldeRadio.net.
She's playing both ends against the middle. Two hearts on the line just a little. She doesn't know which way to turn. But either way, somebody gets burned. 'Cause I'm long gone, finally reached the point of no return. Gonna take a freight train, headed west. Check my heart in Houston, and I ain't never coming back. 'Cause I'm long gone, long gone. I'm so far gone that the train run out of track. I gave her all my love to have the home. He bought her diamond rings and precious gold. She couldn't choose between the two, but now she's wishing on a Texas moon. And I'm long gone, finally reached the point of no return. I'm gonna take a freight train, headed west. Check my heart in Houston, and I ain't never coming back. 'Cause I'm gone, long gone. Yeah, I'm so far gone that the train is run out of track. And I'm long gone, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Well, I was so long gone, train run out of track. Yes, I was so far gone that train run out of track. And I ain't coming back.
UvaldeRadio.net. Happy Friday morning for you, Robert McGill. That was the Posse, called Long Gone. And now, Britt from the Posse is on the phone here from Houston. Is that actually a Posse song, or was that you with Doug? Give me the exact song. That song, Long Gone.
It's our song. And Doug was going to do another song on that CD, but you know, he never really did anything rocking, and you can tell by that song it's definitely rocking. And he's like, you know, I've never done anything like that, Britt. And he said, I'd rather do this one instead of the one we talked about doing. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, you do what you want to do, bro. So, you know, we recorded that CD at that time up there at Pertinalis, you know, which is Willie Studio, and so we, you know, he just hopped on that one. He was going to do another one, a two-step one, but he wanted to do something rocking. And if you look up Doug's history, he hasn't done anything really rocking, you know. And you can tell by that last song, it's definitely Southern rocking. So.
Well, man, I'm telling you what, it must have been an honor to work with such a legend. And then, of course, you know, all that greatness rubs off, man. So I'm sure you guys are legends in your own right. So we're excited to have you guys back in Uvalde again tonight. You got the Posse. They're based out of Houston, performing tonight at Broadway 830 for Friday Night Live. And I know you guys took this gig kind of last minute, so I want to tell you thank you guys for, you know, coming on down to Uvalde in relatively short notice to entertain our folks here. We're looking forward to it. Britt, one more time, give me the websites, the social medias, you know, all the pertinent information, and tell me how to download your music.
Okay, the website is www.theposseband.com. You spell Posse, Posse, and then the Facebook page is The Posse Band DX Hall of Fame. That's the Facebook page. And on all the streaming sites, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, all that.
Now, if I were to go and find you on Spotify or download music on one of those other places, how much material is out there? How many records, EPs, albums, whatever, is there out there for us to check out and stream or purchase?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. The original one is still out there. The original one is out there. It's The Posse, Justice is Coming, but that's 20 years old.
Right.
So the only new song we have right now out there at this particular moment is Company I Keep. But like I said, we're going to finish up. It's almost done. We're going to finish the album up, and then we'll put that out there, like everybody else does nowadays.
Now, do you have a hard, fast release date, or is that still to be announced?
It's still to be announced.
Okay.
It's still being announced.
Well, man, we'll keep us posted, and we appreciate your time again, and we look forward to having you guys here in Uvalde tonight. So once again, y'all make some noise. Britt Ennis from The Posse out of Houston. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you, man.
You got it. Thank you.